Hi everyone, welcome back to another video brought to you by Frank. Today we'll be talking about why investments keep falling in the gap. So on the 29th of April 2019, Tito Mboweni abolished tampon tax, which is the tax that is charged on pads, feminine products, tampons, etc. However, the upcharges, pink tax on female products have not left the chat. So females are still spending way more than males on products that are fundamentally the same as their male versions. Think razors, deodorants, shampoos, and even clothes. In fact, there is a term for this in pricing theory called gender-based versioning, which basically means that products that are fundamentally the same are priced differently based on the perceived willingness to pay by a certain gender. So for example, with shampoos, the ingredients could be completely the same. The quantities are completely the same. The only difference is the essential oil. So in the male version, they'll use like eucalyptus. In the female version, they'll use like lavender, and they'll price them differently based on the fact that females are more willing to pay for the shampoo compared to males. So on top of that, South Africa also presents its unique challenges for females. So almost 38% of households are solely financially headed by females, and females remain largely responsible for many unpaid duties such as cooking, cleaning, and raising children. So 38%, almost 40% of households are it's just the mom. It's just a mom. And obviously, if it's just a mom and she's responsible for all these unpaid duties, cooking, cleaning, etc. If it wasn't just her and someone was actually helping her out, she could use all this extra time to do something productive to generate more income, to invest or save more. So this vast inequality also comes into play in investing. So females have less disposable income, as we've already talked about, so they are paid less but also incur higher costs to invest, but are also less likely to be educated on financial advisors. So according to the latest report published by the CFP board, only 23% of financial advisors are women, and not much has been done to improve this figure, albeit the fact that female advisors often perform better than male advisors. So for this reason, females continue to be underserved by the investment industry. So obviously, if the advice is given from a male perspective, then it's like it does not take into consideration, or is not likely to take into consideration female specific circumstances. So for this reason, females continue to be underserved by the investment industry. So a report published by Merrill Lynch actually showed this to be true, where they were saying that 35% of women are likely to switch financial advisors compared to 30% of men. So there are a few things that go wrong in the financial advising process. Firstly, women are assumed to be risk averse. So they're not given the risky options, high risk, high reward options that their male peers would be given. And then also, education is largely inaccessible, and the system is not positioned to empower females. You might be asking yourself, well, does this mean females are bad investors? And the simple answer is no. So an article published by Forbes showed that female investors are actually better investors. So they start early, they focus on their goals, albeit the amounts being generally smaller. They also show more risk awareness, which basically means that they have a good understanding of risk and they can execute that in their investment decisions. And this often results in outperformance of their male peers. So women are more diligent and agile than men, which pays off in the long term. And that just shows you that the problem does not seem to be with female investors, but rather with the system that is meant to support them. Here's what Frank is doing. So firstly, we've got a very seamless goal setting process. So I've already alluded to this, but research shows that females are more goal oriented in investing than males are. And Frank has a seamless goal setting process that will set you up for success, literally. You can put an image, a name, an amount, a date to your goal. It's a whole vision board. You can trust me on that. You can also log your goal to prevent the temptation of dipping into your savings unnecessarily. The second thing is there's a strong emphasis on education. It's really at the heart of who Franc is and who we are as an organization. And everyone really gets involved in it, from me, the intern, to the CEO. And you can see it on our blogs as well. Everyone gets to write a blog, regardless of how much financial knowledge you have. Everyone is educating themselves on financial matters, and then also everyone gets to share that education with the people that invest with Franc. In fact, if you haven't yet seen, if you're watching this on YouTube, we've added all our education content on the app. It's called the Learn section, where we have podcast education content as well as written content to help you stay up to date with financial matters. You know what's happening in the finances world, as well as some tips and tricks on how to improve yourself, how to stick to your goals, etc. So check out the app to find out more about the Learn section.